The game is going to be one that you may have seen on Kickstarter that had one of the best Kickstarter videos of all time. It's a game called Strafe. Please join me in welcoming from Pixel Titans, Thom, Glunt, and Stephen Raney. Hello, welcome.
What's up, dog?
Let's go ahead and get set up over here on the side. Now, I've seen the Kickstarter video, and I want to know a little bit about what the inspiration for Strafe is.
The inspiration for Strafe is paying homage to the games we loved in our childhood.
How you tell
Doom,
the kids?
I do. I tell them there's no crying in
giving it
baseball.
infinite replayability.
Yeah. I mean, well, first let's talk about the environment. My understanding is that everything in the game has a procedurally generated component to it. So in terms of the environment, is everything we're seeing procedural, or are these handcrafted rooms?
These are all handcrafted rooms. Each zone will have 40 to 50 rooms in it, filled with entrances, exits, different geometry, and secrets. And the engine kind of, puts them together. They'll unlock them, change things every time you play. Enemies have behaviors, so every time you jump in, it should be a different experience.
And you talked about the idea of having secrets locked in there. You're talking about the Quake Doom style, really capturing that element?
Yeah, we have a bunch of monster closets in the game tied to different events, as well as just having unique levels and very different gameplay experiences in the secret levels.
So how do you play test the sort of procedurally generated environment? I mean, do you have fears of redundant content, people re-entering the same rooms again? What keeps it fresh?
By all means. We have a lot of scripting that will tell the levels how to behave, and just through playing them again and again and again, we're able to find the things we like and we don't like and just work around it.
And in terms of these monsters, is there a fixed set? Do they randomly get paired with the room? Because I'm noticing this sort of rock monsters the first time we've gotten a chance to see them.
Oh yeah, well this whole zone is brand new. We're showing it off here first. Some of these enemies are brand new, and they all have different behaviors. They don't just see you and run after you. So the rock monster, he starts in a hiding state. He'll aggro, and then there's like different, I guess, waves of his behavior.
I gotta say, I love the very chunky bullets, where each bullet is clearly a rectangular prism. I mean, I know you've talked about the goal of being an homage to these old games, but you do have the opportunity to use more advanced technology. Where do you ride the line between wanting new and fresh and wanting to stick true to the old vision?
Well, we wanted to bring things that couldn't happen back then to the game. So
yeah.
We have all of the blood and the guts in the game are persistent. So every time you play, you just can paint rooms red. You can cover them with this acid. So if you actually step on the acid, you'll get hurt. So you can actually put yourself into a corner. And with these weapons, you just picked up a rocket launcher, and you can't reload these weapons we're using as power-ups. You
really?
empty them, and then they turn into a different type of weapon. With the rocket launcher, turned into like a baseball bat melee-style weapon. So
this is a gun that we're about to see thrown?
Yes.
So when my gun runs out of bullets, I just throw it?
Yes. When you start the game, you choose between a machine gun, a railgun, and a shotgun.
Okay.
And those will be your core weapons throughout the game, in which you level them up. You kind of they adapt and evolve, and you'll kind of always default back to those, but there'll be plenty of things for you to fight within the game.
So of course, I got to know, what is the sort of expected gameplay loop like of someone who sits down to play?
Well, you jump in, you shoot stuff in the face, you paint shit red, and then you die and do it over again. So,
clean and elegant. You should hang out with Tripwire.
Love those guys.
Thank you so much for showcasing Strafe. Again, guys, please check it out.
Thanks
The
for checking
Kickstarter
out.
video is hilarious. The persistent shooter. Gentlemen, thank you for coming out and showcasing today.